But Geduld, you mentioned him earlier, he is such a danger, as is Chucky Stannard for Australia.
James Stannard, there is Ed Jenkins. Great to have him back with the Australian squad. They've got some young players as well, and Henry Hutchinson and Lockie Anderson, but we're underway in the first of the Cup quarterfinals here in Vegas for 2017. The ball lost forward
Knock on from
from
yellow. Scrum.
the high kick.
Green.
First possession for the South Africans.
Yeah, the kickoffs hotly contested always. South Africa will get first chance to attack here and look for a bit of width on this ball. Ruan Nell's done well in the midfield.
Bind. Set.
Speckman to start the match. They've got class on the bench. Have South Africa. There is Geduld into the first tackle. They know what a threat he is. Jenkins got up so quick to make them now. There goes Anderson. I said he had scored 5. Make it 6. Australia struck first.
That is one of the best tries you'll see from quick thinking. Anderson tapped in when the South Africans had their backs turned. Watch it. Ruan now, everyone's talking to the referee. Keep the change. They'll go through and score. Fantastic start for the Aussies.
From the Eastwood Club in New South Wales, James Stannard makes it 7, and the South Africans were blowing up there.
That's right, Chris Stride just pointing. You've got to know you've got to get back straight away and defend, because this game doesn't stop for anybody.
Just 19 years young. The kickoff is taken by Malouf, and so everything going the way of the Australians. The counter-ruck comes in from the South Africans. Geduld gets the ball and the player at the same time. Now they get the penalty. Tom Lucas in jersey number 8 with the headband for Australia. And Justin Geduld just happy to tie the boots, get his composure, and now look for some field position.
So impressed about him is he can mix it up physically as well. Small build player, but boy can he hang with the best of them.
What a player. And have a look at that 30th tournament. Over 600 points, 75 tries. More importantly are those goals. And some of them have been crucial. As Roscoe Speckman looks to feed the line out. Chris Dry will be the go-to man. Finds his target. Speckman loops around. Now they get it out to Geduld. He takes them on the outside. The counter-up comes in from Australia. He's off his feet. I think it was Hutchinson.
Very good tackle though. Nice around the ankles. In fact, Geduld's ankle looks to be a little hurt there. Very low hit. Australia's doing pretty well in defense so far.
Well, they started like this against Fiji. Well, it was the Fijians rather. They started like this against Australia, and they showed a lot of commitment to come back in. You're right about Geduld. That left ankle is right around the bootlaces, and doesn't look too comfortable with that Achilles. Magic water always comes on and makes it feel a bit better.
Oh, it certainly does. Looking at the bench, though, they've got Cecil Africa back from his injury. He's healthy, which would be a good replacement if needed.
Thankfully, he's to his feet to the relief, but he's going to be replaced, and so Cecil Africa is the man that comes on. Good tackle, as you mentioned, right around the bootlaces here, slides down, and that's where the injury may have occurred right there. Nick Malouf.
It's a huge loss for this Blitzbokke team. Geduld has been involved in everything during the first few days.
Well, Cecil Africa has scored 1,172 points. He's not a bad player to bring on.
Yeah, let's go.
143 tries. There is Roscoe Speckman. There is Cecil Africa, player of the year a number of seasons ago, and that's his first touch, and he's misplaced it. Jenkins with the tackle. Dry gets down, then gets back up again. Siswapi covers it. Speckman, some footwork, comes back to where the traffic is in the offload. Now the step, and then the acceleration. Siswapi just ankle tapped by Stannard. Africa, they've got numbers out wide. Cecil Africa takes it into the contact again. Huge overlap out to the right if they can move it. Now they get it out to Snyman. Snyman 2-on-1, the ball over the top. Malouf gets there in time. They come back against the angle. Lovely run from Nell. and now scores for South Africa.
Advantage for entry. Advantage for entry.
Ruan now, what a player. His brother played Currie Cup rugby as well, a sporting family. He scores a classic try here in this quarter-final. So Zwapi did brilliantly, but Stannard from sweeper gets the ankle tap. That is a bit of brilliant defense there. But in the end, numbers to burn. Still had a lot of work to do, did now. He cut back against 3 players, fending them off, and he gets the equaliser.
From Port Elizabeth, raised in Joburg, fullback in the 15-a-side game. Ruhan Nowlin, this a formality for a player of this class, former World Rugby Player of the Year. Their ability to just strike back, it's been a real feature, hence the reason why they top the series at the moment.
Oh, they certainly do, and as we said, they're able to defend so well, which puts other teams under pressure. They tend to force things. Here, they've started a bit slowly, but now momentum stays with the Blitzbok.
Well, here's a great stat at 7-all. South Africa have 10 passes. Australia yet to pass to a teammate. Find a bit of real estate then behind where the Australian captain, Sam Myers, was patrolling. Now the boot is off, the ice is immediately placed in. The try scorer, Lockie Anderson, goes high, claims the ball. It's always that breakdown area where South Africa is so dangerous, and now a little pop pass given there to Malouf to carry it forward. He's off his feet, so he can't play the ball. Now Stannard gets it out to Myers, thought about giving the pass and then runs across the field. Jenkins, the former captain of Australia, into the contact. Snyman. And now it's dry. The counter ruck has always been good from South Africa. Snyman gets it. And Snyman shows some real strength to stay in field. Here comes South Africa again. Good field position.
Advantage offside.
Africa, a lovely little pop pass to Speckman. They clear it quickly. Numbers here out to the left. Nell gives it out to Swapi. So Swapi goes on the outside. Think he's in touch.
Happy with touch.
Great defence coming across from one of the Australians. I think it was Hutchinson.
Line is middle.
Well, that was some sterling defense indeed. Saved a certain try in the corner.
Keep going.
Stannard's going to take this quickly.
Okay.
Australia again, good in the line out in the set piece, and now they take it to the line, but look how quickly South Africa are there. Sage looking to try and steal it. Now the captain Myers picks and goes. Good work from Australia. Stannard said, let's get out of the red zone. Kicks it deep. Don't see that too often.
No, you don't, but it's a good exit strategy just to catch their breath. Australia have been defending very well, and Chucky Stannard knows he just wants to get his troops back to the halfway line. This tackle here was superb. It was Hutchinson. The youngster goes textbook tackle, pulls him around the ankles and into touch.
Good work from the assistant referee to put himself in a position to make a decision immediately. That hasn't gone straight. And now Lucas with the bounce. Lucas with some footwork as well. He's sporting one of those headbands like the honey badger. Now they look to go wide. Here comes Hutchinson, great on defense. What about attack? Just in touch. And what a first half of entertainment. The first of the 4 Cup quarterfinals. 7-all, 7 gone. So South Africa gets us underway for the second half. A nice high kick, holding up in the breeze, going up and claiming it as Hutchinson. Hard to believe he's one of the veterans now at 19. Dry comes around and thinks about stealing the ball. And that is a perfect start for this young Australian team.
That's exactly right. Discipline is what South Africa said they need to work on. They give away a penalty, and Australia will have a nice attacking line-out coming up soon.
James Stannard, 908 points. Cameron Clark now involved in Super Rugby there on second on the all-time points, and that's a lovely throw again from Stannard. The line-out really has been working well. Lucas gets it out to Malouf. Bag Malouf, Nick Malouf, 2 defenders. Needed, Hutchinson needs to get there and does in time. Lucas clears it, Stannard thought about going left, comes back right, gets a big shoulder of Soiswapi, who steals the ball as well. Now the offload, Snyman collects the pass. Jenkins, former captain, ball on the inside, and now Chris Dry prepared to go into the contact. Snyman gets it back to the man that got the turnover. Soiswapi looks to get on the outside. Andy Well of Myers. Too much class. He started it and he's going to finish it.
That is some of the best defense and attack in the same passage of play. Soiswapi, no shakes. He certainly did that. Look at Stannard here. Getting thumped where it hurts most. Gets the ball straight away and into attack. Snyman did well on the breakdown. And then Soiswapi saw the defense flying up. The gap opened. And he has got speed to burn. Shakes comes through and breaks the deadlock.
Shakes a name. And he certainly rattled the cage of James Stannard. What a hit. Well, he gets a breather. Not a bad man to bring on in Werner Kok. There is just so much depth in this South African side. Doesn't matter who comes on, they lose nothing.
Yeah, Werner Kok, one of the stars of the series. He missed out last year in Vegas. He's happy to be back.
Lovely high restart again. This time it's claimed by Anstey that's just come on in jersey number 7. They attack the breakdown.
Pass the ball first. Keep going.
Jenkins
Okay.
says, let's get on with it. Ed Jenkins with another characteristic run of no nonsense. Hutchinson goes in. Anstey wants to get into the collision area, ask questions of the South Africans. Hutchinson and quickly claims it. Myers. Well, that was Malouf rather with the headband. Lucas. Back. Here, and now they look to go forward through Anstey. Isolated, Nell comes in and looks interested, but it's Lucas that gets there to play. Halfback Malouf has a player to his right. Malouf goes into the contact. Speckman comes off second best. That's a bone jar. Unbelievable hit. Look at the hits coming in now. Dry from the outside. They do well to retain it. They go again. Jenkins thought about coming on. The cut there. The pick and go, and this time it's Australia. Anstey's just come on the field. 6 short. Good tackle from Werner Kok. Again, it's Anderson who started the try scoring for Australia. Cecil Africa looks interested, can't get it. Now the Australians, good line out here. Lucas to the line, had players to his left, comes back. Short rolling try.
Never held.
Liam McNamara scores for Australia. We're all tied up, kick to come.
Australia back to their best. Coast to coast. So physical. That's one of the massive tackles you'll see. 2 players in the thick of things. Speckman and Breaker du Preez go in. But Australia maintained possession. And this wasn't held in the tackle, so allowed a roll. Great score there for Australia, and that'll level it up.
20 years old, this to take the lead. No James Stannard on the field, so Tom Lucas will step up. Headband's very popular in this Australian team, and he's done it. 14-12. Liam McNamara, 20 years young on the big stage, puts Australia ahead. They have lost the last 6 to South Africa. The last time they won was here in Las Vegas in the Cup semi-final 12 months ago.
Well, this could be a lucky ground for Australia. They're looking good. 2 minutes to go in this clash. Willie, hold on to your seat.
Now don't go and put the kettle on, you're going to miss something special. South Africa have that ability of just scoring after they've been scored against. And here's Branko du Preez in his 50th tournament, the offload to Dry. Dry looking for Speckman. Speckman didn't get it. Dry held onto it. And now Werner Kok gets the ball, beats Jenkins. Can't beat Anderson. Counter ruck comes in from Jenkins.
Ruck, leave.
They've got to leave it now. They'll get the penalty, South
Keep
Africa.
going.
Du Preez
Okay.
takes it, now they're onside. And Speckman, see you later! Roscoe Speckman scores! Lucas came in a little bit after it. I think he was committed to the tackle though. Mentioned it. How many times do we see South Africa score immediately after a team has scored against them?
Well, that's when they're most dangerous, and you can see here. Stunning attack, and Speckman, they call him Speck Magic, and you can see it. He's got the speed on the outside. He got hit fairly hard afterwards, but the try will count.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything malicious in that. Nothing foul play. Lucas just didn't want him to improve the position, and that's what you do in these big contests. He was totally committed to that tackle. He couldn't have pulled out. And so I hope no further action will be taken against Lucas. But Roscoe Speckman brings South Africa ahead again. Branko de Pree can't add the extras, but Australia pushed Fiji earlier today and now are taking the #1 team in the world at the moment, South Africa. Right to the wire. Champagne finish.
Oh, it certainly is. The difference is the bench coming on as well, so Branko de Pree making a big impact. Here we go.
Well, the most important kickoff for Australia. They need to claim this, and it's Lucas. Thankfully, no action was taken. Good refereeing. Smart play now. Hutchinson goes into the contact. Jenkins clears it. That's their 22. You can see Australia are going to have to work it from 85 metres, and no better man to give it to than Ed Jenkins. They'll get the penalty here too, so the lineouts work well for them, but they want to get on with the game. The tap and go from Gibson. Some fresh legs on the field for Australia, and that's one of them in Quinn. Quinn into the contact. Quinn holds on. Referee says no clear release. Hutchinson taps and goes. Here comes Australia. Is this the moment that this young Australian side show maturity? The cut on the inside. Here comes Anstey. Lucas gets it back. Australia and Hutchinson. Hutchinson. Big tackle coming in from the captain, Snyman. Bone tickler. Here is Gibson, gives it out. Now they've got a chance here, Australia. Werner Kok affects the tackle, goes in for the counter ruck. And there is Quinn. Along the chain they come. Hutchinson. Hutchinson gives it back to Anstey, who's been good since he's come on. Didn't get there in time. This will be a penalty. There was a player that he tripped over, and that was the problem. It was one of the South Africans in that ruck area. And we're in a great era of South African sevens rugby.
Keep going, boys.
South Africa says we've done enough. Game over. We'll progress through to the semi-finals. What a game. What a spectacle. And South Africa get the job done. There's the disappointment from the Australians. They have thrown everything in the kitchen sink at a side that just will refuse to go away. Full time in the first quarter final. South Africa 17, Australia 14.